This is breaking news.
This morning, Governor Phil Murphy announced new investments in infrastructure for Newark's Penn Station. For more details, here's a part of that press conference.
So to me, this is an incredible day of all of the announcements and opportunities that I get to be a part of. This is probably one of the best infrastructure project that is well overdue, not just for Newark, but the entire state of New Jersey. I want to applaud this administration and this foresight and understanding that Penn Station is a incredible asset for the entire state of New Jersey, and needs the investment not only to maintain what it has, but to develop it into a world-class train and rail station that is #1 here for commerce, job development, economic growth, all around. And so this is an exciting day for the residents of not just the city of Newark, but the entire state of New Jersey. And I have the honor of allowing and bringing on Governor Murphy to make remarks. I just want to say thank you on behalf of not just the 100,000 residents of this city, but the millions of residents across the state of New Jersey, people who use this Penn Station over and over again every week, every month, every year, to get back and forth to work, to develop projects throughout this region, to move commerce back and forth. So we thank you. We believe that this is important, incredibly important for the growth of this state, particularly after this pandemic. And God knows we're about ready to get out of this thing. And when we do, Penn Station will be moving forward along with the state of New Jersey. So without further ado, I'd like to bring my governor up, Governor Phil Murphy.
Please join me one more time in giving a shout out for an extraordinary leader, an extraordinary mayor, Mayor Ras J. Baraka. Mayor, thank you for everything you do, and thank you for helping us get to today specifically. I've got remarks, I promise you, given the weather, I'll read them as fast as I can. Again, thank you, Mayor Baraka, for your tremendous welcome as always, and your leadership of the historic city, the extraordinary city of Newark. And while we're here at this historic crossroads, we're all here to begin moving to a better future for this city. I'm honored, in addition to the mayor, to be joined today by my partner in government, the one and only Newark's own. She grew up here. She remains as committed to its success as anyone in this state. Please help me welcome Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver. I just told her privately, I love the shoes. I just want to, it's making it shine on a day that otherwise is a little bit dreary. We got the president and CEO of NJ Transit to my left, Kevin Corbett. Kevin, thank you for being here and your leadership. And a guy back to my right, another great friend and leader, General Chairman of Smart TD Local 60, a labor leader here representing brothers and sisters of labor. Our friend Jerome Johnson's in the house. Jerome, bless you. And I believe we will have the honor of being joined by Senator Teresa Ruiz, Newark's own, I believe still in a few minutes. I also want to thank, while this is a state and city and NJ Transit moment, it's supported actively by the county, and the president of the county commissioners, soon to be county commissioners, Brendan Gill, is right before me. Brendan, to you and your fellow commissioners, to Joe DiVincenzo, the county executive, and the whole team, thank you. Before I jump in for a couple of minutes on why we're here today, another 5,820 positive COVID cases, 90 losses of blessed lives, 3,481 people in our hospitals, of whom 371 are new hospitalizations, spot positivity just under 11%. And as Mayor Baraka knows this all too well, Essex County, and Newark in particular, has paid a huge price of those numbers today. Another 444 cases from Essex County alone. That's over 39,000 cases in this county since the beginning. Sadly, of the losses of life, 10 of those are from Essex County. And by the way, over 2,000 folks in this county have lost their lives. Please keep them all in your prayers. For many Americans, their introduction to New Jersey, frankly, takes place in one of two places: Newark Liberty International Airport, or right here, Newark Penn Station. And for the tens and tens of thousands of daily commuters, this station plays a central role in their life. Down Route 21, the Port Authority is re-envisioning and reconstructing Newark Liberty for the 21st century. And here today, we are proud to announce a new beginning for this historic building, a process of reimagination and reinvigoration that will restore this station to its full grandeur, and in the process make it a symbol of what this city not only aims to be, but in fact is. The future of Newark's economy, like the economic future of our state, rides in so many ways on the rails that run through here and on the buses that enter and leave this station. We're only a short ride to the financial capital of the world, whether on NJ Transit or on PATH. And from here, business leaders can exit right into a downtown that boasts one of the world's leading connective technology networks, affordable rents, walkable communities, and so much more. And once we look beyond the pandemic, and that day will come, I believe it will come sooner than later, and we prepare for the day when people begin funneling their way back into Newark Penn to head to work or to school, on their way to an Amtrak destination miles away, or a Devils game just up the block, or for a dinner out in the Ironbound to my left, or on Broad Street and a show at NJ Pack. This station must drip with the pride that this city exudes. For our economic future, as we continue our work to make Newark a true hub of innovation and world-class business in its own right, this station will speak to this pride and to that future vision. We heard about this need from businesses, developers, large and small, from Amazon on down, that attracting talent and customers begins with a more attractive, more welcoming, a more inspired Newark Penn Station. So we are going to make the ride into Newark better, and we're going to make the draw of this historic station and even this even more historic city unmistakable. I'm proud to announce that work is going to begin immediately on $30 million in renovations and restorations to Newark Penn Station, paid for through state funds. From fully restoring the classic benches in the historic waiting room and platform enclosures to their original shine, to brighter and more efficient LED lighting throughout the station, to completely renovated bathrooms, to restored and fixed platform doors, to improved HVAC and air handling, and to fresh paint and restored tile work. The interior of this historic station will be brought back to life to mirror the diverse and bustling city that awaits outside these doors. And the limestone exterior of this building will be given a complete washing too, for good measure, to bring back its architecturally significant facade. In the bus lanes, new lighting and improved drainage will improve the rider experience, and throughout, improved directional and wayfinding signage and new customer experience ambassadors will make sense of this station's labyrinth of platforms and hallways. These are improvements that will start in the here and now and will mirror the rejuvenation of our state as we prepare for the end of the pandemic. But beyond these improvements, we are embarking on what will be a $160 million re-envisioning of how this station serves as a gateway to this city. And the more funding we can find, the more we can do. And that goes not just for this station, but for the community and the residents who live around it. If you look around the neighborhoods, just outside of this park and these doors behind me, you see streets that are being brought back to life through thoughtful historic preservation and adaptive reuse. The Gateway Center itself is undergoing extensive renovations to make it a place more reflective of 21st century business. What was once a parking lot is now Mulberry Park, and what was once an empty warehouse next door is a welcoming place for commerce. Global companies like Mars and Audible are now calling this city home, joining the stalwarts like Prudential, PSE&G, and Panasonic that never wavered in their belief in the city's promise. We want many others to join them. We want them to enter the city through this station and realize that their future belongs right here, within walking distance of this proud building. We're all standing up here today because this future can only be brought about by partnership. Partnership between the state and the city, between NJ Transit and the men and women of labor, and all of us working together side by side to make something better for riders and businesses and for this great community. We're here today because we believe, Mayor, in you and in Newark. We're here today because we know that this historic station must not just be a symbol of a past golden age, but the harbinger of the next one to come.